Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. One of the things I've always wondered about my trails and so forth is how long they are, and I've always wondered how fast different things could go. And to that end, I've found this speedometer. This is what it looks like. It's an eBay deal. It's kind of critical that you look for the motorcycle part of the discussion. You can see it costs about 20 bucks. No big deal from a financial point of view. And it has different displays. The bigger display is miles or kilometers. You can swap that back and forth. This one here is the amount of time you're driving. That's the amount of distance, and that's the altitude, as in how far above sea level. And once again, you can see they cost somewhere around 20 bucks. So not that big a deal. They need 12, well, they don't need 12 volts to go. They need a USB situation to go. So this is one of those little USB lithium-ion battery packs. And you get those at Harbor Freight. This is the Armstrong model. With the coupon, it was $5. So between the $20 for the speedometer and the $5 for the battery pack, by the time you pay tax, you're at about $30. And quite honestly, 30 bucks is a pretty decent, right? For $30, you begin to measure trails, see how far you went. If you have one of these little baby gas tanks on there, you can begin to wonder how much gas you have, right? So, not a bad thing. We're going to take this thing out for a ride, and you can see it's also pretty big, right? I'm all the way back here, and, right, you guys could see that zero right there, right there. So, you can tell how fast you're going. It does do a few weird things. When you turn it on, right, and start driving, until you start driving, the time really doesn't do anything. That's the mileage. This one here is sea level. And what's strange about sea level is it seems to be very concerned about you moving for it to tell you what the sea level is. I'm not sure why. It regularly comes to somewhere around 300, 363. And if I had to guess, that's approximately the sea level we're at. I think I've looked at old survey maps of this property, and it said that it was about 300 foot above sea level. I guess that's important given the great thaw and so forth. But here we are. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strap on the GoPro, and we'll take a little ride. And we'll see how fast we could get this thing to go. And we'll see what kind of distance we have between places. Okay, time to give this thing a start. Once again, this is a nice cold start. Let's see how she does. Good, good, good. Haha. Not good. You guys can see this. 27. Not bad. Then it's warmed up. Maybe we could get 30 out of it. I haven't been back here recently. I'm not sure what's in the way. This is going faster than I thought it would. I didn't think it would be much better than 20, 25. So I could probably get 30 out of it. It does take just a little bit for it to catch up. Oh man, I lost the satellite. Yeah, the highest I saw was 27. I hope you guys got it. I have to say, it is distracting driving this thing and looking at the speedometer. Especially as I wind it up, the front end gets a little light and it does drift a little bit. I got to keep an eye out. It'd be kind of embarrassing if somebody comes home and puts a car where I don't expect to see it, and then I run into it, eh? So you guys can see 11, hopefully. Building up speed a little slower. I got to tell you, I'm a little disappointed with this. It's not reacting as quickly as I wished it did. I also don't want to be blasting down the driveway like this all day. I just as soon not call. I'll let it take much attention to myself. Alright, let's take it a little easier. 27, so you know what, we're getting over 30 out of it. Let's keep rolling. Because I'm not getting the miles out of it, which is strange. Maybe I must be losing power or something. Are the smoothest riding. For those of you who ride the trails with me regularly, you can see typically I'm doing 6-7 miles per hour. Right now, 8.
I really can't preview this with my Sony camera. Obviously I can take a look and make sure you guys are getting something worth looking at. With this thing I'm kind of stuck until I bring it in and put the memory into the computer and take a look at it. You know what, let's give it one more run before we put this thing away. I don't know why it would be losing power. I went through the trouble of charging that little battery pack. By the way that little battery pack seems to work is there's no on or off switch. So when you put it into charge, it blinks red until it's charged, then it's solid red. And when you plug something into it to charge, like your cell phone, or in my case, I got this thing plugged into it, it turns blue. Okay, here we go. Give me some. That was 26 also. So, not exactly the most high-speed runs in the world. I'm a little disappointed because I bet you on one of the better ones I got it up over 30. But can't win them all. So I hope you guys had fun. You know what? I must be losing power because it keeps dropping. I don't know why. The cables all look good. Because I'm losing time and this thing, so I'm not sure why it would be losing power. I mean, things are hooked up pretty good here. Anyway, we got it up to 27. I think I got it going faster than that. I didn't think this thing was that quick. I really thought this thing, especially given the distance we had there, I didn't think it would be much over 20. Hopefully you guys were able to see that. I'm glad I showed it to you because also it's some considerations you could have in your mind. One thing is you're looking at these, you kind of want the motorcycle version, and the reason why is if not, it can do a heads up, so as in shines on the windshield and you read it on the windshield, which is obviously upside down and backwards, or mirror image. Let's go with mirror image. So the motorcycle one gives you a choice between the two, or make sure that as you're reading it, buying it, that you can get one that you can see straight up. There we go. Alright, I want to thank everybody for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.